was 3, like most children in France, I went to preschool. So when I was preparing, my husband was saying, do they know what preschool is? So it's Erste Kleuterklas. Okay, Erste Kleuterklas. I loved being with my 2 friends, Sophie and Karim. And we had the best of times together. When I was 5, Karim and I even had big plans for the futures. Getting married, having a ranch with horses and dogs. 5. 5 dogs, I was 5. So one day, my parents got my big brother and I together to share great news. So we sat down, and my parents said, we're moving to a big house and you'll have your own rooms. Yay! That sounded great to me. Everyone was happy. Everyone was happy. But I had no idea what this actually meant for me. And the consequences that would have for me. We didn't move far away, just to a nearby town. But that move meant I had to change schools and leave Sophie and Karin behind. I was 5 and in pre-K. So 5 pre-K, that's 2 de class. So I was supposed to go to kindergarten and just have fun there for a year and making friends. But that's not what happened. I went straight into the first year of primary. 1 year early. And that change was brutal. No more playing in the classroom. We had to sit down and learn to read and write. Adults were not as fun as in pre-K. And playing was left for the playground where I had no friends. And I still remember feeling so lonely deep in my bones. And I could sense that other kids and other adults were not happy either. I didn't have words for it, I could just feel it. Most of them didn't show it in an obvious way though, especially adults. They were fake fine, so if you heard the song I was playing at the beginning, that's the title of that song, Fake Fine. My son got me that song. So they were fake fine, but I could sense their pain. I was in pain, adults were in pain, our kids were in pain, and I just wanted everyone to feel good and happy. And that was way too much for my hypersensitive heart. And I was judged and criticized for being so sensitive. Oh, don't be such a baby. Stop whining. You're such a wimp. I can only imagine my inner dialogue at such a tender age. And I can only imagine my adult version of that inner dialogue. And it probably sounded like something like this. This is too painful. I have to find a way to protect myself. What can I do? Children learn a lot by observation, right? So I observed people around me. And fortunately, there was one person in my family who was not as soft and as sensitive as I was. She felt colder, but she also felt stronger. And that's what I was looking for. And most important to me, other people's pain didn't seem to bother her as much as it bothered me. Yes, I'm going to be more like her and protect my sensitive heart. And it worked very, very well. I even forgot about it. I even forgot about my tender heart. I thought cold and strong were my core attributes. I thought that with some effort, I could show some care and compassion to others. I even became a teacher myself, maybe as a subconscious way to remind me that as a little girl, I had that wish that everyone in school would be happy. I started teaching when I was 16. Private lessons to foreign students who came to learn French in a world-renowned school in my hometown. More than 30 years have passed since then, and I have now taught or given workshops in 9 countries. During these years, I have experienced various intense events that reawakened my tender heart. And in the midst of these events, I search for ways to reduce stress, to feel better, and to improve my relationships at work and outside. I have gathered a lot of practical information and experience about ways and keys to reduce stress and improve relationships. As a long-time teacher, lifelong learner, and a former little girl who had the wish that everyone in school would feel good and happy, I have made a choice to bring all this back to learning communities around the world. And today it's an honor for me to share this information with you here at the SIL.